Bad morning, everybody. It is coming up on 10 a.m. Pacific on Saturday, March 20, 2021. I'm Keith here at the 50th Street Studio. We'll be getting started in about 10 minutes. We're going to be watching some excellent Saturday morning cartoons from the 1990s. In the meantime, while we wait for everyone to come in, watch this interesting film.
In this toy factory, millions of toys are made. Toys like these honey bears, musical clocks, toy guitars, and merry-go-rounds. But now, let's see how this factory plans for and produces a new product. Let's see how a factory works. This is the factory's planning board. These men plan or decide what the factory shall make. At today's meeting, a number of ideas are presented. One man suggests that the company manufacture a jack-in-the-box, and he draws a rough sketch to show what it might look like. Then the idea is improved upon. Why not make a jack-in-the-box with music? A kind of jack-in-the-music box. Sketches of this idea are sent to the experimental department. A worker in this department makes a sample or experimental model of the new toy. This is what the jack-in-the-music box will probably look like if it is finally manufactured. The model is now taken to the art department. Here, an artist makes rough sketches of pictures that may be used to decorate the outside of the jack-in-the-music box. Then he takes his sketches and the decorated box back to another meeting of the planning board. The men on the planning board check the completed model. They look over the sketches, deciding which ones they want to appear on the new toy. The jack-in-the-music box is finally approved for production. Engineering is the next step in the production of the toy. In the engineering department, highly trained engineers plan exactly what parts will be needed and how the toy will be made. They also design the tools that will be used to make the parts for the toy. The engineering department's plans are put onto blueprints. The head of each factory department will read these blueprints and be able to tell his workers what to do. One set goes to the tooling department. Here, tool and die workers make the machines or tools that will be needed to manufacture the parts for the toy. Here are some of the tools being made. Another set of blueprints goes to the purchasing department. This department will buy the raw materials, the cloth, springs, metal sheets, and other things that will be needed to make the new toy. Finally, extra workers must be hired to do the work. The man in charge of the personnel department is interviewing a woman who wants a job. The raw materials to make the toy arrive at the factory. Steel tubing, coils of wire, strips of metal, and the many other materials that will be needed. Workers arrive at the factory to do the many different jobs. Now the tools have been made. The machinery has been moved into place. The parts for the jack and the music box are coming off the production line. This machine is called a shearer. It cuts off strips of metal for the body of the toy. This automatic punch press is finishing the chime bar for the jack and the music box. The chime bar makes the music. This coil of wire is fed into another punch press. This press uses a piece of metal called a die to cut off and form cranks and axles for the new toy. Now the parts have been made and the workers are ready to assemble or put together the jack and the music box. This is the assembly line. Each worker here does one special job, adding her part to the toy as it passes along the line. Let's start at the beginning of the assembly line and follow the process through. This is the first assembly operation. This woman is using a machine which bends the flat metal sheets into the can body that will be used for the jack and the music box. The cans move down to the next worker on the line. This worker joins or rivets in the parts that make the music. This is what they look like in place. This girl puts on the crank and the rubber belt that make the music parts work. Then she checks the music-making part of the toy. Another worker places a cardboard tube containing the clown's suit inside the can. And still another worker operates a machine that puts the top and bottom on the can body, curling the edges so the toy will be safe to play with. Now the clown's head is made ready for the new toy. A worker glues a hat on the head. Then the head is attached to the long spring that will make it pop up. The spring, with its head, is placed inside the suit and the cardboard tube. The suit is clipped around the clown's neck, and the toy is tested to make certain that it works right. Finally, the completed Jack in the Music box is placed inside a cardboard container, ready to be sold to citizens.
All right, I let the ending of the thing sneak up on me there. I was engrossed in watching it. It ended rather abruptly. The manufacture and assembly of those toys was kind of fascinating, but a nightmare too. Can you imagine having to go home every night with that with that tune in your head? All right, bad morning, everybody. This is Keith at 50th Street Studio. Of course, we're getting ready to start this week's episode of Bad Saturday Morning, but we've got good stuff for you this week. Excuse me. We're going to be looking at some excellent cartoons from the 1990s, one of which is Reboot that you see here. We're going to start with an episode of Reboot. The others will be surprises, and I hope pleasant surprises. My co-host Mike will be out here shortly. In the meantime, 50th Street Studio is a nonprofit, not a 501c3, not tax deductible, but a nonprofit. And this is what we do with our donations. These are the small monthly expenses that we had: $400 rent, $25 telephone, $55 for software, $60 a month for the internet. All of which we need to continue to function, to continue to do these shows. There's a direct PayPal donation link on screen below my face here, and there is a clickable donation link in the Twitch chat for those of you who are watching on Twitch. Who's here, by the way? Please say hello. I see two people watching. I think one of them is probably Mike. Anyway, let me introduce Mike. There he is, Mike from the Mr. Fox Guy channel.
Hey everybody, bad morning.
Yeah, bad morning.
Well, it should be better than most, right? As you said, these are not bad cartoons.
Right.
I mean, everything is subjective after all, but I think the consensus would be that these are good.
Yeah, I think so too.
We like good.
Certainly unique. In the 1990s, there were a few studios that were making excellent cartoons in the 1990s, and for Saturday morning too. Even though Saturday morning was very much on its way out. Hi, Carol. She says hi, guys.
Hi, Carol.
Bad morning, Carol. Let's just get started with our weekly shows. I've got that Jack in the Box music in my head.
Same.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. All right. Let's see what Chargeman Ken is doing this week.
same as last week, but more violent.
Yeah. Let's see which family member of his takes the brunt of alien hostility this week.
Gee, Karen maybe?
Yeah. Go, Ken. Go, Ken.
Yeah, well, some of us may have an inner child. He has an inner choir. Turning him on, just telling him, keep going, go, Ken. He's like, fine, I'll kill. No, we said go.
Crisis 1 second to blast. Oh, there's gonna be an explosion. Surprise.
No, that's a proper bad guy bomb. You don't set the bomb for like an hour and then it goes off at 0. You set it for 10 minutes and it goes off at 3.
Colonel Sanders abusing little girls.
Damn.
Now, orphans were treated badly in Japan, apparently. Look at
I've
patches.
seen
Patches
yeah.
on her shirt and.
Have you ever
pants.
seen The Grave of the Fireflies?
I have.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Didn't they release that in the cinemas on a double bill with My Neighbor Totoro or something like that? And people were.
I don't know. That would be.
People were horrified.
Yeah. I was like, oh, Studio Ghibli. What are you releasing? Oh my God.
Vanka came in. Hi, Vanka. We haven't seen you in a while. Oh, the gradually decreasing human numbers. Oh, of course, this guy is working with the aliens.
So he's like Scrooge. He wants to, bring the surplus population.
Right, so long as I get my money.
Yeah.
Trusting aliens.
The hell was that?
She's hiding it. There was a animation production error.
Yeah.
Oh, she's mute.
Ah.
He has telepathy. Has he mentioned that before?
No.
No kidding.
Leopold.
Yeah. Leopold.
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 Snap. Is that the parking lot? What is that?
Yeah. They just found some free music they could stick in there.
Yeah. I've seen Inglorious Bastards. You can get people out of their seats really fast.
Oh, they're getting artsy here.
Ah.
They're making use of that public domain symphony music.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was saying anything.
Well,
Uh,
not even bother to animate.
He says, I
Not
didn't even
bothering.
see anything. The robot says, I didn't even see anything.
Oh.
So the robot understands what she means when she calls him a pervert. He was programmed to understand that.
But not to know that, like, you know what to look for. Also, the doctor was like, now, if you see this, you are a pervert.
Okay.
Is there a square building with round hallways? What? Just kept going on forever.
So this is like Phantom of the Opera, with the giant chandelier is going to fall down and kill 100 people. Well, what actually is that spinning device in his belt buckle? I've never thought to ask that before.
It generates electricity to his crotch.
Oh, that's where the charging happens.
Uh-oh.
Yay.
There's joy in that?
Okay,
Sure, okay.
lift his bubble and then lower it again.
Yeah.
How dare you? Shut up, Tyralius.
Just shut up.
The show was never interrupted.
Is
Shut
that
up,
DNA?
Tyralius.
I mean, what is that?
Yeah.
What? Look at the guy behind the dad. It's not a human.
I missed it. Look how wide
He's got
those...
like ears.
How wide those seats are.
That's it.
Is that it? The end?
Yeah, that's not real. That's not real. They're not that wide.
Yeah, you're right, Vanka. Like Golden Age Superman, whatever situation, he would come up with a new superpower for it.
Well, there's that old adage about Superman where you ask the question, how strong is Superman?
Mm-hmm.
And the correct answer is, as strong as he needs to be.
Right. Yeah. All right, it's time for Hercules.
Hercules, hero of song and
Turn up the volume on Hercules.
Hercules, winner of ancient glory, fighting for the right, fighting with his might, with the strength of 10 ordinary men.
Hi, Ivory. Bad Saturday morning to you, too.
This song is the anti-Jack in the Box song.
Softness in his eyes, iron in his
Securing
thighs,
me.
virtue in his heart, fire in every part of the mighty Hercules.
Oh,
Yeah, I do know that we're going to see a one-off
From
villain.
the land of Nemea comes a strange new terror.
oh,
It is
It's a
the dread
lion.
Nemean lion.
oh,
From the actual mythology.
wow, okay. Which labor was this again?
Shades of Scorpius! The Nemean lion is on the loose! Run for your lives! Hurry,
Rosie the
everyone!
Riveter was alarmed.
Hurry!
Yeah.
And so was Mr. Hank.
Wow, look at that. Oh,
During the
yeah.
grim scene in
Or
his crystal
Cowboy
rock,
Curtis, I should say.
Adonis, the seer of Mount Olympus, summons the
Oh, I
mighty
forgot about the
Hercules.
vizier, the seer
That beast
of Mount
must be
Olympus.
stopped, Hercules, before it destroys the entire countryside.
Don't worry, Adonis. I'll send that
Wolf.
oversized cat back where it came from.
Look at that weird.
And so
big face.
confident of his power to defeat the Nemean lion, the mighty Hercules swiftly hurtles earthward.
Stop him! Stop him!
Yeah, Ivory, you missed some very important events in Charge Man Ken. Very unusual.
Hurry, hurry!
It's the one episode you needed to see.
Hark! Hark!
You know, when he calls for Herc like that, it sounds like he's getting sick.
Got me!
Oh, no, he hasn't. I've got him.
Oh,
No, you don't. Whoa. He pulled a Tom and Jerry moment right there.
Yeah.
Let's hope so, Newton. Have we really seen the last of the Nemean lion? Not if one of Hercules' archenemies has his way.
okay.
Bucket
You remember this guy?
Yeah.
With this mask of Vulcan, I am invincible and all-powerful.
Exterminate.
So, now you want to pit your strength against the mask.
Oh, ouch.
And back again.
Yeah.
Let's call the Thundercats, man. You know?
This is really unique. There's two villains,
As I wear the
Yeah.
mask of Vulcan, nothing can harm
and they're
me.
not Daedalus and Wilhelmine.
Cheer up, Kitty.
Yeah.
As my pet, you will truly become the king of the forest. See what I have for you? Another
Wait, wait.
mask, like my
We
very
were king of the forest.
own. Let's see the mighty Hercules throw you.
Can't see.
Oh, this is too much.
He's coming
Wearing
Coming
a
back
bucket.
again. Look, Herc. Look. He's wearing a mask of Vulcan. A mask of Vulcan.
Fascinating.
So they, Newton recognizes what that mask is. He's got a mask of
Can't you
Vulcan.
stop him? You know he
I'm
can't.
busy.
Stupid centaur.
Wait, there were two?
Aha! Look. He's got Hercules on the run.
Yeah, Vanka, I don't
There's
think
two
they're.
masks?
I don't think they're concerned about the difference between Greek and Roman.
running to me, Hercules. I won't protect you.
Punch.
he thinks Hercules is running to him for help.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up your ass.
Oh wow.
Smart, Hurt. Smart.
Big hearty
It
laugh.
took one mask to break the other. To
Aw.
break the other.
Huh.
Ending away from a perfect episode.
Yeah, that was actually interesting.
Join us at his side.
Standing there with pride.
Victory is here. Raise a mighty cheer at the side of Hercules.
That was interesting. It changed villains halfway through. All right, it's Mike's favorite show.
There was quite a cliffhanger last week, so we got to resolve something.
Wait, what was the cliffhanger?
Diver Dan was deciding if he was going to take that one fish against his will,
precious
because the
by
captain
far
wanted
than
it.
Oh,
pearls
right.
and gold, the divers found a fish of old. To take it home would bring fame to his ship. But can Dan convince Horace to make the trip?
Think of me as a friend, Horace.
Well, I'm thinking.
Sorry, Ivanka.
He's going to
I'm
get
thinking,
dissected. Come on, Dan.
So much has been happening.
Ivanka says you
I'm
guys know how to make a guy
confused
feel young.
with the Baron and all that.
Yes,
So
we
you
should
actually
do
saw
one
this
thing at a
show
time.
when you
Let's
were
make
young?
sure the
I
Baron
never
is in
did.
jail before we think about anything else. He's so crafty until he's safely behind bars.
Behind
We're
bars.
not safe. Better swim over there and check up.
What, fish bar?
Fish jail. Sandbar.
Get
Yeah.
along him now.
Oh,
How dare you? You can't do this to me. I am an honest citizen. And me, Crabapple. Now, move. Get him
What?
there.
Who is this that's yelling at him?
I don't know. He's some prison guard or something, or... Nice.
Well, Scout, locked up tight, I see. Good and tight him. Him never get
Scout.
out of there.
Oh, he's the
Let's
one with the,
inspect the place.
Yeah.
the Native American pidgin English.
Never get
Yeah.
out of here, indeed.
Yeah.
I trust the associate.
Doesn't
will
sound
see
anything
that I
like
am
the
not
character
long in this
from,
place. Right, Trigger? You're right, boy. Call
Why
me
am I
Baron
suddenly
Nitwit.
going blank on
Right,
Scout?
Baron Nitwit.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Hmm.
Don't worry. Nobody ever get him out. Me stand him guard. Oh, good. Well, I must get back and tell the others. Now we can concentrate on Horace.
I'm surprised he doesn't have
To go or not to go.
a feathered headdress.
He does have paint around his eyes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. I like that effect they've added to him.
So Ivanka says
he's
he.
got feathered fins.
Ivanka says he was being serious. The earliest cartoons he remembers are like Jason the Wheeled Warriors, like 1980s
Oh,
stuff.
he'd like it. He won't
Yeah.
have any work to do, and people will come from miles around to see him.
Yeah, and maybe laugh at him.
Well, folks, the Baron is behind
So they use
bars
prisoners
with
as
a
tourist
scout fish
attractions
himself
under
watching.
the sea.
Yeah.
Is
Well, now we can get on with Horace. I say the landlubbers who come to see Horace in the aquarium will laugh at him because he's different.
No, they won't laugh. He'll
Oh,
be a
they were
rare
talking about
marvel,
Horace.
the center of attraction, something special.
Well, he's something special here, too. He's our friend. Now that it's finally safe for decent fish around here, it seems a shame for him to leave.
It's safe
Yes,
for
and
decent
how
fish.
safe is it up there with all those people?
Decent
Maybe someone will
red-blooded,
steal
God-fearing
Horace out of
fish.
the aquarium. Are all the human barons in jail?
No, they're not. But no one, no bad people can get Horace. He will be guarded night and day.
Just like the Baron?
Hmm.
Well, Horace might as well
Oh,
be in
that was a good
prison,
point,
too.
Horace.
I
That was an
do
excellent
like
point.
it here. I can come
That
and
just
go
kind of
as
slipped
I
by
please.
there.
If you come along, you'll be doing a great service for humanity.
Humanity?
Who cares?
What has humanity ever done for him?
Ooh.
At least down here,
go.
there's only one Baron. Quickly.
That's a terrible card.
Yeah, would he fall asleep?
Well, Horace, it's up to you. It is your decision.
I just don't know.
They're giving
I want to do the right thing.
You make the call.
too much
Don't be
weight
so
on Horace's
wishy-washy, Horace. Just say you won't
non-existent
go and be done with
shoulders.
Yeah.
it. I am unusual.
Say no.
I mean,
Look right next
I'm
to
not
his
like other
mask
fish.
and leave.
I'm the only one of me there is. You're a fish. A fish is a fish. What else?
Oh, Skip is right. And a fish belongs with his fish friends, not somewhere in a bowl with a lot of people gaping at him.
Maybe it's my duty, though. When I die, no one will ever see a fish like me again. Maybe I should show the world how I look.
That's right. You should.
He shouldn't. You would be proud of me, perhaps. Yeah, you wouldn't live long up there, matey. Change the water.
Stay.
Wow.
Stay.
They're having a deep conversation.
Oh, fudge.
Did he say help him?
Yes, he did.
Baron, get him away! Escaped! Oh, no. Me, I'm sorry.
Diver Dan doing his acting.
Why did
Oh,
it have to
no.
happen?
Well,
Where's
have
Darth
to
Vader?
stay and help now. What can we
Voices.
do?
I'll pledge my help again.
Oh, shut up, Dan.
Once more, the wicked Baron is free. Again, he threatens
Scene
the
of the
fish of the
crime.
sea. His head is full of crafty schemes. Our friends are in danger, or so it seems.
The mermaid needs to put an end to this.
Creatures of frightening features, flashing teeth, slashing jaws, flapping fins, snapping claws. He protects and he saves his friends under the waves. That's where you'll find Diver Dan.
Brian Cartoons. What an uninteresting name.
Well, the one thing good for Diver Dan is that he's getting a lot of minutes on his diving certificate. You know, kind of like if you're a pilot, you know, trying to go for your license.
Yeah.
You'll be
All right,
diving in
time
the Mariana
for
Trench.
time for
Now,
Rocky and
the good
Bullwinkle.
citizens of Pottsylvania are extending Rocky and Bullwinkle a real Pottsylvanian welcome. For Boris and Natasha disguised our heroes as, guess who? Boris and Natasha. Then under orders from Central
This is
Control, the boys
hilarious.
have been arrested and hustled toward a sinister platform.
But you don't understand. We're friendly.
We're not.
Look at that costume.
Where are we going?
You heard the man.
Thank you
Meanwhile,
for the
real
donation,
Boris and
Ivory.
Natasha had escaped from the ship and made their way through the city to the underground headquarters
Oh,
of
wow.
Central Control.
They
Damn.
fixed up the place since
It's a
I was
Henson rat.
replaced. You, fearless leader, where are you?
Right behind you, Betty.
11, 12,
Clink.
13 steps. Rocky, that's liable to bring bad luck if we're not careful. Now hear this. You, Boris and Natasha, are hereby condemned. Boris?
Natasha.
Oh, forevermore. Oh, that's a good one. What is?
You've mistaken us for somebody else.
Sure, we're in disguise. Disguise? Yup. See, this is just a wig I got that comes right. Uh-oh, my wig is stuck, Rock.
My mustache.
Sure enough, Boris had fastened their disguises on with permanent glue.
Proceed with the proceedings.
Meanwhile, at Central Control...
Well, speak up, Bedinov. Don't let the boys make you nervous.
Who's nervous? You're making terrible mistakes.
Nonsense. We made only one mistake here in 20 years.
What was that?
We hired you.
Hired you,
What
yeah.
did I do?
Nothing. That is the trouble. Did you bring back rocket formula?
No, but...
Gooseberry bush?
No, but...
Gooseberries?
No, but...
Moose?
No,
Go
but...
ahead, boys.
Wait, I mean yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, sir?
I mean, what did you bring back?
Moose, I brought back Moose.
Where is he?
Still on deck?
Turn on viewer, Anastas.
See? There he is now.
You fool! He is about to be executed.
No, wait just a minute, fellas. Let's not lose our
Good
head.
Lord.
Don't worry, sweetheart. Only one of you loses head.
Your little friend Boris, we push off cliff.
Oh, that's better.
We are always polite. Ladies first.
But at that instant, Rocky launched himself off the cliff and down into space.
Catch him! He's ruining the execution.
No, I can fly!
Oop. Oh, boy, Rocky! Here he comes again, Doc.
Tell me, Fedor, it says anything about Vedinov can fly?
Not a word.
Could be we made a mistake?
Could be, but let's don't hang around to find out.
Well,
Siberia.
looks like execution is off. We got
They
moves.
gotta have modeled
Now
this
we
guy
put
after
him to
Colonel
work.
Colonel Clink.
For us, old
Oh, this was
buggy.
years before Colonel
You
Clink.
mean I'm not out of job?
Of course
So the
not,
other way
dear
around?
Boy,
Yeah.
was all mistake.
You mean I get same old salary?
Of course, 50 grickles a month and all you can steal.
Oh, boy.
Plus fringe benefits.
Fringe benefit?
Yes, we don't shoot you.
Back on the dock, a suspicious crowd watched as Bullwinkle and Rocky tried to get their disguises on.
How you doing, Rocky?
Gee, I thought it'd be years yet before I started shaving.
Well, I guess you really are tourists. Howdy, welcome to Pennsylvania and come along.
Thanks, and where are we going?
Where else? To jail.
Jail?
Jail?
Jail? This is a Pennsylvanian howdy? Don't miss our next episode. The Pen Pals are Rock Hockey Rocky.
Well played.
Yeah. Yeah, Vanka joined in. Jail? Chris is here. Chris. Wow, it's been a long time. Who else came in? Yeah, Ivory chipped $5. Thank you, Ivory. Yeah, Chris Chris finally came in. It's been months. Yeah, it's been a long time, Chris. I know you've been having a tough time. I've heard from Chris maybe twice in the last 4 months or whatever. Yeah, it's been a tough year for all of us. Chris had a particularly tough year. I hope things are getting better for you, Chris. I'm glad you're here. Speaking of 50th Street, speaking of the donation, 50th Street is a nonprofit. We do ask for donations to keep going. Here are the expenses, the small monthly expenses that we need to meet. We've got $5 from Ivory. We try to make $100 every weekend. Usually we come in at about half that, but I want to start doing better than that. So we're at 5% towards the goal today. And of course, I'm joined by Mike, aka Mr. Fox Guy, as the co-host. And today, I'm very much looking forward to this. We're going to watch some good cartoons, some stuff from the 1990s. I've picked 3 episodes of some unique Saturday morning fare. Well, 2 of them are Saturday morning cartoons. One of which is Reboot, which you see right here. Reboot appeared on, I believe, CBS Saturday morning in 1994. It was the first CGI television show. What was I going to say? It was the first. It was the first fully CGI television show ever made. Mm-hmm. It was made in Canada. Yeah, Chris says, "Hey, Reboot." I don't really know much of anything about the creators and the animators, but it came completely out of left field. It was a total surprise. I remember I wasn't watching Saturday morning cartoons really, but I remember channel surfing one morning and coming in after an episode had started, and I was like, "What in the world is this? I've never seen anything like this." It ran for 4 seasons. The first 2 were American network television. The third came later and was independently distributed, and then the 4th came in, I think, 2000 or 2001, and again it was independently distributed, and it was not an ongoing drama like Rocky and Bullwinkle, but there was a lot of lore in the show. You often had no idea what was going on unless you had seen previous seasons. There's a lot of characters, a lot to take in. Ivory says, I watched every episode, had the best season finale ever. I mean, the series finale. It ended the brief fourth season ended on a cliffhanger, and they never continued it. They never had money, and it was one hell of a cliffhanger too. Yeah, Chris, you're right. The characters change over time. Some of them straight up grow up. The premise is that these characters are programs living on a computer hard drive. They live in a world called mainframe, and it looks like a hard drive. It's a disc-shaped world. And Bob is a guardian. He was sent to mainframe to protect mainframe from the net, or the outside world, the internet, which is nothing but viruses apparently in this universe.
It is.
And the user, who they don't know what or who the user is, but all they know is that the user periodically inserts games into the computer, and they find themselves being used as NPCs in the game. And if the user wins the game, they just straight up die. So wow. It's kind of an emergency for them. This is what Tron should have been. I've said that many times when I talk about Reboot, but the world of Reboot is what Tron should have been. Keep in mind, this is the first CGI animated series. It's strangely slow paced, even though there's a lot going on, and even though it's very exciting to look at. It's slow paced, and I think that's because they were trying to reduce the amount of work they were having to do because it was so intensive, so computer intensive. My understanding is that the guys who animated this were working out of a hotel room with a series of desktop computers. So it's hard to understand how they were getting this done, but they did it.
Yeah.
And they broke a lot of ground. So let's get into the TV room and watch an episode of Reboot. I picked this one because it highlights two of the major villains in the show, and this show had great villains. Truly great villains. All right.
I come from the net, through systems, peoples, and cities, to this place, mainframe. My format, Guardian, to mend and defend. To defend my newfound friends, their hopes and dreams. To defend them from their enemies.
That's a good point, Chris. This poor kid who owns this computer, he can't beat any games. He must have been desperate.
Yeah.
They say the user lives outside the net and inputs games for pleasure. No one knows for sure, but I intend to find out.
I love that line. They say the user lives outside the net. As if the user is something we don't understand.
Yeah.
Everyone, don't wait for us.
Oh, just one more call, Enzo.
But you need a break. And Bob's in a wait state outside. Come on!
No, really, I'm worried about the Mitchell account inputs. It'll just take a nanosecond.
Dot, you promised! Remember that speech you gave me about keeping your promises? Dot? Hello?
I'm coming.
Pretty cool, huh?
Chris says, I work in IT and I don't understand users either.
Is your car actually running?
Yep.
Isn't it awesome? Oh, not again. Dot!
And the net codes? Formatted.
Oh, thank you for the host, Lanka.
Of course, Ms. Matrix.
Please, call me Dot.
Yes,
nice
Ms.
iPad.
Matrix.
What do you think, Enzo?
Yeah, let's.
Wait! Just one more call. That's all. Hey, you two put me down.
Oh, they put her down.
Yeah. Her name is Dot Matrix, in case you haven't figured that out. She's one of my all-time favorite characters.
Wasn't that the name of the robot from Spaceballs, too?
Was he?
No, there was a robot that Joan Rivers did the voice of.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she was also Dot Matrix.
Was she?
Yeah.
Can hut!
Sir, what's our status?
Status!
After all the time, all the effort, all the lies, we finally
I know that.
have
I know that
it.
voice.
Gentlemen, meet the Medusa.
I know Megabyte has a cool limo.
That's Tony J.
Yeah.
Ooh,
He's doing a great George Sanders.
What is
a box?
I don't know. It's a box?
She thought she could hide its secret from me. She thought she could develop a weapon this powerful without my knowledge.
Wonka, you're right. There should be a
Poor
Daisy
fool.
Wheel character. I don't
Yeah.
remember one though.
I think I first knew about Tony J from the Legacy of Kain games.
Lie! You lie! I was a fool to trust you!
How true.
It was, however, very clever the way you tricked me out of one of my toys. But whatever could you do with it? Just a little trinket. You might as well give it back.
Really, Hexadecimal, I don't have time for this.
Hexadecimal, nice.
Oh, how very, very sad. I'll have to destroy you all then.
Oh, gee, slugs.
Well, get to work, you two. I don't keep you around for your brains now, do I?
No, sir, not a brains. Absolutely.
Yeah, Carissa, you're right. That is clever how they deal with her face. So they don't have to animate it, and it comes out creepier that way.
Yeah.
Not in my job description.
I think Megabyte and Hexadecimal are great villains. I really love them, and they did an excellent job of creating these two characters who are both viruses, but they couldn't be more different.
Then I shall smite you myself, dog.
Gentlemen, show the lady some of our own toys, won't you? I'll see you back at the tour.
Who's driving? Oh, there he is. No, wait, that's the guy running his tank squad. So who is driving?
Who knows?
You know what? I'm getting a Lawnmower Man vibe here.
Yeah.
Then, out of nowhere, she said something about being bored, and it just disappeared. Perimeter secured, sir.
Very well. My dear Hexadecimal, I am so disappointed in you. It was her fault, you know. Her increased security and strict privacy led me to my victory. She was so careful, so secretive. I knew she was up to something. And yet, despite the length and scope of our operation, we still do not know the true nature of the Medusa's power. Until now. No. No. This is no weapon. It is a viral bug. Computer, identify virus. Full scan. List possible cures and counteracting agents.
Fire type. Unknown.
Run Norton! Run Norton!
Unknown. Cure options. Unknown.
Getting your sorry self out of trouble? Unknown. I see you found my little surprise. Isn't it sweet?
You, all this time, all your secrecy, all your security, my whole operation.
Yes, yes.
A trap.
Now I suppose you'll want thanks for all your hard work.
Damn.
Thank you, Carissa, for the donation. $10. That gets us 15 toward our goal. Oh, D-Words just sent 40. So, so we're at 55.
This was the right thing to do.
Thank you so much, D-Words.
All of mainframe.
And yeah,
with
that's
an
a.
unstoppable bug.
You make a good point there, Carissa. Viruses, using viruses against each other. See, when I turned on the TV in 1994, I was like, what the hell am I seeing?
Yeah.
Nice picnic, guys.
I'm working here, okay? I'm working.
Want some help? Don't get me wrong. I gotta admit, it is kind of nice to get away from it all.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Frisket? Check it out! Something weird is chasing Frisket.
Let's see if it's something. Oh, that is something weird.
Yeah. Chris, $10. Thank you. So we're at 65.
Awesome.
Thank you, Chris. I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you again.
Oh, rip.
Frisket, let me go! Doc, we gotta help him!
Enzo, wait! We don't know what that thing is yet. Bob?
Unknown file type. This is bad. Very bad.
Bob? I think we're next.
I think you're right. Glitch, ignition.
Yeah, D-Words, the environments are good
Quit.
too.
Try her again. Again.
They did an amazing job for.
Boys.
For you have to keep in mind that no one had ever done this before. And thank you again, D-Words, for the donation. It was very generous of you.
Frisket!
Look, Enzo, we can't help Frisket if the same thing happens to us. Don't worry, we'll be back. When we know what we're dealing with. Bob, what is that thing?
Broadway.
We need to see Fong.
See the streets.
Nice.
It is a bug, pure and simple. It can and will spread to anything it touches. We are all at risk. You, Bob, however, may be immune since you are a guardian. It is difficult to tell.
Trust me, I don't want to find out. But I do want to get out there and warn everybody.
We need a plan first.
Poor Frisket. I bet old Mega Dump is behind all this. I say we crash his tower.
Mega Dump.
Big time.
I don't know, Enzo. This one isn't his style. It's too unpredictable. Too dangerous.
It's completely random, almost chaotic.
Hexadecimal?
Bingo.
It must be her. Look, even the Tor has been infected.
But not Hex's Island.
Hexadecimal, huh? This one's got me worried, Fong. I mean, that hex is as loopy as they come. I'm gonna need everything you've got to fight it.
Bob worried? Dude.
Worse yet, children, is that the longer one is infected, the sooner they begin to decay. See here, low energy goes first, like this sign. But then, High energy goes next.
High energy. Sprites like us.
And Frisket.
Truly.
That's not even funny. What are we gonna do?
Dot, you and Enzo get everyone evacuated from the city. It is next in the bug's path.
Right.
Bob, you come with me. We must hurry. Greek action.
What did he say?
Hey, you two be careful
Greek
out there.
Action?
You too.
I mean, we saw that earlier with her.
Yeah, we did.
I'll need 2 Highline Virucidals, self-adjusting, and a level 8 desktop rebuilder, wide fielding.
What?
What?
This is not the supercomputer, Bob. I'm afraid this is all we have to offer.
Yeah.
The noisy cricket.
I'm just a little DOS kernel.
Yeah.
Virus erase command? Don't you think that's a little primitive?
Right.
Perhaps, but it is the best we have.
I suppose if we boost its power with an add-on, it might do the trick. Crude, but simple.
Then let us make it so.
Make sure to register your software, or it's piracy. Star Trek sound. I heard that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Transporter sound.
They call this central hub the command com. It's either got the command com isolated from the rest of the hub. This is brilliant.
Chin up. We're almost there.
Bob! It is Bob!
All right, Bob! Oh, you show them they can't mess with us! Put this woman! Kick that butt!
Chris says this show taught teen me a lot of basic computer knowledge.
Be careful, Bob.
Cool.
Oh, she's watching a replay.
Oh, did you see that?
Highlights.
How sad.
Scuzzy.
All
Oh,
of
jeez.
mainframe.
Yeah, the cat's name is Scuzzy.
That's awesome.
What's this? Bob the Guardian? Oh no.
What's this?
Oh no. Oh yes. Now won't this
Oh,
be
yes.
interesting?
All right, you antique. Do your thing.
Kind of
My
work,
poor Medusa.
but never mind. Or yes or no? No. Nah.
Happy, happy, happy.
Duh.
This is not good. Where's a GameCube when you need one?
Oh, he's hoping for a game.
GameCube?
Hurry,
Yeah.
Come on, Bob. You can make it. Bob!
That's those hovering foot pads he's using look familiar. Aren't they from something else? Isn't that a reference to some other?
Nothing comes to mind immediately.
Oh yeah,
but
D
just
word
that
says
I'm
I have a
forgetting
GameCube.
something. Yep. But the GameCube came out like in 2000.
Yeah, and like 10 years later.
Yeah.
What? Badly rendered flames. That was a running gag. Every episode there would be an excuse for that baby bit to poop his pants.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, ruh-roh. That's actually really frightening.
The end.
Yeah, the end.
No. You were right, old friend. I am immune. Lucky me. Let Hexadecimal turn all my friends into stone, destroy mainframe, and get away with it? I don't think so.
Hells to the no.
How do you like my new garden, Scuzzy? It holds up so much better than some of my earlier members. Well,
A little
now
bit better.
at least. Does it please you?
I asked you a question!
Uh-oh. It's gonna be a problem.
Funny, I sense a presence.
That would be me!
That's a good one, Guardian. Infect me with the Medusa. How delightfully clever.
Why, thank you.
Hadouken!
Now, we can't have any of that, young man. And you, immune to my Medusa. How very disappointing. I'll just have to destroy you the old-fashioned way.
Glitch, why?
As much as I enjoy the chaos you bring into my life, it is time to be rid of you once and for all.
I like how you've changed mainframe.
Do you? And why is that, my love?
Well, now that everything is set in stone, you've made mainframe so predictable.
What do you mean?
Everyone in the same spot, never changing, never moving, nothing but still and quiet. How very peaceful it will all be now.
Peaceful? Oh dear. How true.
No more battles with Megabyte?
Clever.
Quiet! Silence!
No more unexpected turn of events?
No! No! What have I done? No!
Just
She's melodramatic.
and calm forever.
No! No! I must stop it! Stop it all from going so very wrong!
Yeah, see, I think she was just playing along with him there. That's.
Now that is one strange lady.
It all worked out in the end. Well, that's what I call a sticky
It's
situation.
one miracle after another. First, I fix my car, then I save mainframe from the brink of destruction. But most incredibly, Enzo and I actually get you to relax.
You both should get a medal.
Thanks. But I think I'll settle for a long nap instead.
Warning, incoming game.
Oops.
Warning, incoming game.
That GameCube he was asking about. All right, great show. Very unique and innovative. And as Chris was pointing out, these characters and their relationships develop throughout the series. And the final episode of that unfinished season 4 ends on a truly astonishing cliffhanger that I wish they had finished it someday. But you know, if the money isn't there, then it's just not there.
No problem.
What was that? Okay, this next thing I'm going to show you I don't know if that brief look. Yeah, Chris, they teased. You're right. They teased a movie. They teased a movie on and off for years, but nothing ever went anywhere with it. They could have done it. The guys who wrote that, they could have just been let loose and done it, and it would have been great. But you're talking about the user. I believe at the end of season 3, I believe the way they dealt with the threat of a computer-wide infection, Bob decided to allow the infection to come in and basically destroy a mainframe, with the idea that it would force the user to do a system restore, because they had no other choice. And over the years, there had been so many parts of mainframe that had been messed up so badly, and so many individuals that they had lost over the years. He thought it would be the best anyway, and it worked. But the results were pretty interesting. They were really creative about it. And at the beginning of season 4, a new virus came in from the net, and other Guardians from outside the net came in because it was so bad. And this one, her name was Damon. And she was so overwhelmingly powerful. All she had to do was show up, and everybody immediately fell to their knees and worshipped her. It was like the word of God. It was really terrifying. They just ramped things up and made things worse and worse, and they did such a good job of. I wish the series had been able to finish. Anyway, the next thing I'm about to show you, it showed up the same year. I never saw it at the time when it first showed up, but it was Saturday morning as well. I think ABC. And like Chris says, she gave me Galactus vibes. Kind of, yeah. She showed up to consume everything, and all she had to do was show up. She was operating on a different level than anyone had ever seen before. Anyway, this next show I'm about to show you, I don't know if you've ever seen this, Mike, and I don't know how many of you would have seen this. It came and went really fast. Only one season. And again, same year as Reboot, 1994. And this was something that nobody else was doing. That nobody else, I don't think, in the entire world was doing in the 1990s. I'm looking back on it, I'm surprised that anyone even attempted to do what they did here. You'll see what I mean in a second. Again, I didn't see it when it first showed. I saw it a year later when there was a Christmas special from this show. They actually did a Christmas special, and it was really funny. But let's just show you the theme song and see what you think.
I'm a wild green guy living under the bed. I gobble up a sock before you turn your head. Like a bolt of lightning, make your heart jump. My name is Mr. Bumpy. I go bump, 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 yeah, bump. Bump, bump, bumpity bump. Everybody bump. Bump, bump, bumpity, yeah. He goes 100 miles an hour, he's green dynamite. His name is Mr. Bumpy, he goes on in the night. It's Bump with Squishy. She's my very best pal. Bump with Molly. She's my favorite gal. Bump with Closet Monster and Destructo too. But those guys don't bother Bumpy, he knows what to do. Say bump, bump, bump. Everybody bump.
Yeah, Carissa loved this show.
He goes 100 miles an hour, he's green dynamite. His name is Mr. Bumpy, he goes bump in the night. You can bump with the doll, bump with the bug. Bump on the ceiling or bump on the rug. And you can bump too from the east to the west. Just bump with the monster you love best. Say bump. Bump, bump, bumpity, yeah. Everybody bump. Bumpity, yeah. He goes 100 miles an hour, he's green dynamite. His name is Mr. Bumpy, he goes bump in the night. My name is Mr. Bumpy, I go bump in the night.
Okay, I'm going to stop there for a second and talk about it. Have you seen this before, Mike?
No, I have never seen it.
You've never seen this? It's called Bump in the Night, obviously. The protagonist there, his name is Mr. Bumpy. He's a sock monster. He lives under the bed and eats socks.
We probably have one that lives here.
Yeah. Chris says, I remember the show vaguely. Ivory says, this is new to me. Yeah, and Claymation, this was stop motion. This is why I'm saying, why was anyone doing stop motion in the 1990s? Nobody was doing stop motion in the 1990s. Literally nobody. Not for television. The lead animator for this show, I don't have his name handy here, but he and his wife did a lot of work on Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And in the 1980s, they had done some of the new Gumby cartoons. So the people who worked in these industries, in the animation industry, tended to work on everything. And this is even a niche inside the animation industry, stop motion. So it's a very small community. So everyone who's doing stop motion was working on whatever stop motion was going on. Yeah, the guy who directed this, he said that, who directed the animation, he said that between them, he and his wife probably animated 15% of Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a lot of material.
So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And after Bump in the Night, the two of them started doing computer animation, and they're both retired now because there was no more stop motion to do. I mean, 1994, Saturday morning, somebody wanted to produce a stop motion animated show, and they came up with this funny little thing with a rockabilly theme song.
Yeah.
And so you got Mr. Bumpy, who's a sock monster, and you notice his best friend Squishy there. He's a toilet cake. He lives in the toilet.
Right. I think it's talking about the stop motion animation. I think Aardman's the only one who's really doing it consistently, and because of the meticulous nature of doing stop motion, they only release a movie like once every 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but here we go. Let's watch Bump in the Night. I'm glad this is new to you, Mike. I'm glad I found something that you hadn't seen.
Turbo Totranoid. I want it. Oh, cool. Plastic robot. Give me it. You gotta stir so the milk can get chocolatey nutritious.
Send one box top and receive this cool plastic Turbo Totranoid absolutely free. And if you're not satisfied, return for a full refund.
Here's the box top. Here's the box top. Here's the box top. That means I get my own Turbo Totranoid for free.
The mailman cometh.
Oh, my cool plastic robot. I can't wait to play with it. Goody. It's here. It's big. It's from Japan. It's gonna be great.
Do you really think so?
It's supposed to be high-tech. This is low-tech. What a rip. Where's my gigantic, humongous, really cool Turbo Totranoid? Where?
Phew. Thank goodness for false advertising. I thought you'd be a big, nasty harbinger of destruction, but you're too small to do any harm. Why, you're not scary at all. You're kinda cute. But poor Mr. Bumpy's very disappointed. I must go and cheer him up. Look at it this way. You got far and above the recommended daily allowance of 9 vitamins and minerals with each box of Choco Space Flakes you ate.
But I wanted a big, mega cool Turbo Totranoid. Sugar frosted shark puffs. Ooh, with that realistic scent.
There, you see? Everything's going to turn out fine, Mr. Bumpy.
That box that looks like laundry
we can mail
detergent.
that little robot back for a full refund, and we can send off for this neato plastic Ditch Avenger laser bubble
Ditch Avenger?
submarine. And the sooner we get to sleep, the sooner we can send off for it.
I'm snoring already, Squishman. See?
Good night, Mr. Bumpy. What was that? It's the big high-tech Turbo Totranoid that Bumpy wanted! It's in the house! Get it away from me! Mr. Bumpy! Mr. Bumpy!
Oh, hi, Squish.
It's out in the hallway, Mr. Bumpy. It's a big, mean Turbo Totranoid machine! It's gonna destructo us all, Mr. Bumpy! I just know it!
Did you see it's a big, cool Turbo Totranoid? Wow! I gotta see this.
No, you don't understand, Mr. Bumpy. It's horrendous!
Where is it? No, you must have dreamed it. Go back to bed, Squishington. You, need your beauty sleep.
Dreamed it? I sure hope so.
I don't know if the humans who own the house ever showed up.
They're on vacation.
Yeah.
Mr. Puppy! Mr. Puppy!
But Mama, I don't want to wear the pink dress.
Oh no, Mr. Puppy didn't hear me. I'll have to make a run for it. Mr. Puppy! That killer robot is out in the hall right now! You have to come and see it, Mr. Puppy! It's real!
Show it to me tomorrow, Squish. I'm sleepy.
Oh, what am I going to do? There is no one to save me from that mean old machine. Except, is it not the most ferocious thing you have ever seen, Miss Molly? Oh, I cannot bear to look!
Well, I guess it could be kind of scary looking. Personally, I think it's cute.
Cute? No, the robot was enormous and absolutely heinous, Molly.
I think it's all a matter of perspective. You were probably just looking at it closely, and it appeared bigger than it actually is, Squisher. Oh, there's nothing to be afraid of, okay? Sweet dreams.
I don't know. Maybe it was just an optical delusion, Well, I guess I should try to go back to Betty Bye.
Look at this palatial Roman bath he's got going on in the toilet tank.
Animated well, too.
Would you
Yeah.
please stop making that sound? Please! Stop it! Please! You are vexing me! It seems I will have to do something about this. I have a hunch that this might be a trap.
He's got a toilet plunger.
Oh my. I, Squishington, have brought the mighty Turbo Totranoid down! Oh, I feel like $1,000,000.
悪いことを触らないでください。
I don't know what you just said, but if you make another move toward me, I'll deck you again! Oh, don't cry, little robot. What's wrong?
大阪の生まれたところに懐かしいんだよ。
Se habla español? Parlez-vous français? Oh, I get it! Subtitles! Oh, you miss your home in Osaka!
あそこで何万の兄弟も組み立てたところで僕は家族があったもんだ。
And your family.
ある日、家族の中から僕を取れてアメリカというおかしい国へ出荷してしまった。
You were
Very
nailed
strange.
against your will. Oh, what can I do to help you get back home to your family? Wait, I know. I can send you back to your home in Osaka and get a full refund too.
すいません、お世話になりました。アメリカの友達、本当にありがとうございました。
Oh, you're welcome, little robot. Write to me, okay? We could be pen pals. It's a letter from my pen pal, that little robot.
When's my Ditch Avenger laser bubble submarine gonna be here, and where'd that little robot go, Squishington?
Home.
Dr. Coddle, MD. The doll's name is Molly Coddle. What? Was he actually flying?
I
think so.
Bob Man, the bravest of them all, the brightest, the strongest. Even my muscles have muscles. I sneer at danger, sneer.
Is he gonna hurt himself? Is that
Very
what?
much so, yeah.
Yeah.
In the face of adversity.
I like the sea monster on the
Yeah,
map.
I like that too.
I must
Behind him.
fly.
I burp in the face of
I
adversity.
must fly. And now I must fly.
What is it, Mr. Bumpy? Is something broken?
No, worse. I got a splinter. See? Don't hurt me.
Oh, hush now. It's okay, Mr. Bumpy. Nothing to worry about.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Mwah.
Thanks, Molly. Oh, you saved my life. You got those healing hands. You got those magic fingers. You ever thought about being a doctor?
Uh-oh.
Was it something I said?
Application.
Huh. So how many different dolls are making her up?
There's a bunch.
One,
My
two, three,
future.
4.
Please come today. Please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. Ow! Oh, it's just you.
What's he doing outside?
That's a good question.
Hey,
Did she send it to the University of Arizona?
Nope. Actually, I'm waiting for something to be delivered, and you gave me the idea.
I did? We'll give it back then.
Why, send away for the Easy Does It Doctor
Give it
Correspondence
back.
course. You're looking at the
Doctor
future
Correspondence
Dr.
course.
Coddle, Comfort Doll, MD. It's here. It's beautiful. But
wool lab
where's the
coat.
instruction manual?
The stomach and you.
How do you feel, Mr. Bumpy?
Psychology?
Awful. I feel like an elephant sat on me.
Salivary
glands. I see that.
That's great. You can be my first patient.
I'm so happy for you.
Sounds like you
Which
need
one's
immediate
the liver?
internal treatment. Here we go. 101 medical uses for bleach. Now that's modern
Bleach.
doctoring in action.
That's what she
I
said,
wonder where I
right?
can find a leech.
Oh.
Maybe Squishington
A
would
leech,
know.
not bleach.
A leech. Wow.
Tell him I said hi.
Wake up, Squishington! It's a medical emergency.
What is it? What is it?
I need your help. Mr. Bumpy's in terrible shape. He says he feels like an elephant sat on him.
An elephant?
Yes. Do you have any leeches in there?
An elephant! Ah, how exciting! I've always wanted to see an elephant.
Exciting.
I'll be down in a minute.
Hurry! I don't know how long he can last.
Do you have any leeches in there?
Yeah.
I gotta watch
That's
those fallen
upsetting.
boxes.
Yeah.
You think I was in a cartoon or something? Wonder if I have what it takes to be a doctor. Tasty. It seems I've got a hunger for knowledge.
It's a lot of fiber.
Hurry, Squishington! Mr. Bumpy's life depends on us!
Oh. There's so much technical stuff in here. You won't know the difference.
Uh-oh.
See? My first patient.
But I thought there was gonna be an elephant.
Oh, you seem a little better. Any other symptoms, Mr. Bumpy?
Well, I kind of got a tummy ache.
I got back just in time. Wait a moment while I consult the manual. Wow, this is really cutting-edge medicine.
Brain
Look,
surgery. How it's
electronic
done.
diagnosis. Incredible! Open heart surgery. Amazing. Organ transplantation. Everything I could possibly want to know
She
is
doesn't know how to
right
read.
here.
But Molly, that's...
Squishington! Oh, it sounds like you're sick too. I'm hospitalizing you both.
But Molly...
Now, you two rest while I go out and get the supplies I need. Oh, fascinating.
He's Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Relax, Squish. You got yourself all tied up in knots.
But Mr. Bumpy, she has the wrong instruction manual.
Take
In fact,
this
she had
thing
5
back
or
to
6 wrong
Baltimore.
instruction manuals.
I know. I ate the real ones.
All of them?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Sorry, buddy. I know I should have saved some for you, but play along with it. The poor kid's got her heart set on this doctor business, and I don't want to let her down. How bad could this be?
I'll need this,
Bad. Oh, very, very bad.
and this, and this,
Oh, yikes.
and this, and this.
What is that thing?
There! That should just about do it.
Good question.
No. What's taking her so long, Mr. Bumpy?
She's probably out in the kitchen eating ice cream on a stick so she can make tongue depressors. What a cute kid.
Here I am. I had no idea assembling the tools of the doctor's art would be so complicated. But now I'm ready. I know, it's awe-inspiring.
That's doctor equipment?
Of course. It's exactly what the manual's called for. If this doesn't cure you, nothing will. Shall we begin? Let's see. Insert CO2 detector. Don't you just love these technical doctor terms? Who wants to volunteer? Okay, then, Squishington,
Gotta go somewhere.
you're it. Ensure that inflation is at least
monster.
35 pounds per square inch. Check for root rot. If root rot is discovered, add peat moss and activated charcoal immediately. Then stuff with onions, garlic, and finely diced carrots.
She is all over the map.
To add the je ne sais quoi zest, add several gallons of apple cider vinegar. And finally, signal strength must
It's
be
an
tuned within
Pepto
limits set
Bismol
forth
bottle.
at the International
Yeah.
Broadcasters Conference. That's it! Squishington, you'll be happy to hear that my tests show you're in absolutely perfect health. And you'll receive your small
Rabbit
certificate,
rehabilitation.
too. You can get up now. Squishington? Squishington, you can get up now.
Hello, loyal listeners. It is my great pleasure to give you indigestion. Cure the
News on the hour. Tornadoes devastate. This hilarious tune from France.
Jerry Lewis
And Boris Yeltsin saying,
Elvis has left the building. And a
Jerry
test of the
Lewis.
just in case of an emergency broadcast beep.
Damn.
This is only a test beep.
Ooh, the radio's on, but no one's at home.
Those references are all over the place.
I followed all the instructions down to the
Jerry
insiest,
Lewis, Boris
spitsiest
Yeltsin,
kernel.
Elvis has left the building.
Out of it, Squishington! Mr. Bumpy, did you do something to my instruction manuals?
What makes you ask that?
Caution.
Ew.
The Easy Does It Doctor Correspondence course is not intended to replace 6 years of medical school. Doctors are professionals. Whatever you do, don't try this at home. We mean it. How could you? How could you?
Oh,
It
that's
was really
official.
easy. I ate the
You
first
mean it
manual.
when you
and
mean
then
it.
The rest went down in no time.
I'll never practice medicine again. What a
I know the feeling.
Come on, buddy. Talk to me.
We apologize.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
Oh, no. Any second now. He's gonna fry. Molly. You gotta save him. You gotta.
But I can't. I'm a sham, a fraud, a lie. I'm not a doctor. I'm a comfort doll.
But you're the only one who can possibly perform mouth-to-monster resuscitation. Because it ain't gonna be me. Please, Molly. It's the only way.
She just sticks her whole face in there.
Yeah.
How do you resuscitate a toilet cake?
Don't put your mouth up anywhere
Yeah.
near it. Just flush.
Okay.
Gonna edit the crap out of this.
Dr. Cuddle, not here. There are people watching.
You see, I told you could do it.
You were right, Mr. Bumpy. Okay, Squishington, prep the patient for the instruction manual-ectomy. Nurse, pliers.
No.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
Music
well,
provided by Jerry Lee Lewis.
yeah. That was cute. I hadn't seen that in many, many years. And I'm glad I found something that you hadn't seen before. You're right, Carol, that looked like Large Marge at the end. And there was,
Large Marge sent you.
And Chris, it was very meta. They were breaking the fourth wall plenty of times. Yeah, good time for existential crises. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. The whole series was like that. Like I said, I became aware of it the next year when there was a Christmas special. As you would expect, they ended up having to go to the North Pole for some reason. And there was an army of security guard snowmen that they had to get past. And the snowmen marching had a really neat song. Yeah, neat little show. Pretty much entirely forgotten. Who all do we have here? We still got 6 people watching. One of them is you, I know, Mike.
I show 10.
You show 10? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's great. Well, welcome, everybody. Everyone who's watching, please say hello. Let us know who you are and how you found us. Yeah, 10 is great. I always like to see numbers like that. All right, we've seen Reboot, and we've seen Bump in the Night. And we're about to see something else. This was the next thing I'm going to show you was not a Saturday morning cartoon. This particular episode is from, I think, 1997, maybe 98. I'm sure you've seen this before, Mike. At least you've seen the series. Ivory says, howdy, and found you searching for 3D movies. I remember that. Is there anybody new here? Anyone here for the first time? Vanka says, bonjour. You've been here before, Vanka. It's been a while. Welcome back. Let's just press...
Man ever.
Yeah, top-notch stuff. Top-notch stuff. It was, they were showing that it was possible to do great things with limited television animation. You just needed to spend the time and the money on it. And, of course, this was Warner Brothers. People talk about how I mean, just last week we were watching one of those terrible Merlin the Magic Mouse cartoons and decrying the fall of Warner Brothers animation. Well, it came back in the 90s. And if people weren't watching TV, they were missing it. And they were doing something entirely new with it. They weren't trying to bring back Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Well, they were doing Tiny Toons and stuff like that. But this was this was top-notch animation. And then in 2001 they introduced Batman Beyond, which everyone was very skeptical about when they heard about it. I was too, and that turned out to be a tremendous series with old gray-haired Bruce Wayne training a new Batman character.
And then Justice League right after that.
Mm-hmm.
Justice League was amazing.
Yeah, D-Words is mentioning Mask of the Phantasm, the first animated Batman film, which is a great movie. It's actually a very good movie, a better Batman movie than any of the live-action junk. I remember seeing Mask of the Phantasm at the cinema, and I was actually surprised at the reveal at the end. It actually took me by surprise. I mean, that's hard to do. Yeah, Batman Beyond, if you've never seen it, I think, were you mentioning it earlier, Mike? You were talking about the Royal Flesh Gang.
Yeah.
They were in.
That was Justice League Doom. That was in Justice League Doom.
Justice League Doom.
My only reference was that opening sequence where the Royal Flush Gang is doing a heist and the heroes kind of come in. First, it's Batman, who's kind of like hiding in the shadows, and Jack sees him and starts this epic battle where Cyborg gets involved and Green Lantern voiced by Nathan Fillion, and just the classic voices in a sequence that they all get their chance to shine, which is live action movies with heroes in it have difficulty doing that. They have to focus on 1, 2, or 3, but everyone gets a chance to shine.
Right.
They all get really good lines.
I remember seeing part of the Justice League Unlimited series where they incorporated the Watchmen story into this season-long storyline they were doing, and they replaced Rorschach with the Question, who Rorschach was actually inspired by, and I was really amazed that they were even attempting to do that, but they did it.
Yeah, those universes are actually very much connected, especially because the New 52 of DC was the result of Dr. Manhattan wanting to recreate life.
Really?
And reordering things, and yeah.
I did not know
it's
that.
really woven together. Yeah.
Really strange. I did not know that. The Batman Beyond Royal Flush Gang I was thinking of was a new. They actually weren't the Royal Flush Gang. They were. No, there was a Royal Flush Gang in Batman Beyond. Yeah. But what I was thinking of was the Jokers. It was like a street gang that called themselves the Jokers, and there were hundreds of them.
Yeah.
And every time they appeared, there was a different gang of them. There was a Batman Beyond feature-length film in which there was a pair of girls who patterned themselves after Harley Quinn, and they turned out to be Harley Quinn's granddaughters. And they called themselves Dee Dee collectively, the two of them, Dee Dee. and old Harley Quinn actually showed up with her walking cane and yelling at them and beating them with her cane. Ivanka, did the question actually say who watches The Watchmen? Did he say that? I don't remember that. It was so long ago. The other thing I remembered about Justice League Unlimited was the epic fight between Superman and Captain Marvel. It was I remember seeing that and wishing that I could have seen animated or live action superhero fights when I was a kid. When I was a kid, all we had was Lou Ferrigno in green makeup. Nobody was doing superheroes right.
And sad piano solos.
Right. Yeah, the way they made that a good series was by making it not the Hulk, by making it the fugitive, basically. There was one episode of The Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno that I remember. The story was I mentioned this before. I don't know if it was you. It was an episode that was inspired by the short story "The Most Dangerous Game," where David Banner ends up being kidnapped and taken to an island where this crazy guy hunts humans. Of course, he ends up being confronted by the Hulk, and his little game is over. That's like you take that classic short story, just put the Hulk in it, and story's over.
What happens?
Yeah, the end.
Yeah,
he turns into the Hulk. The end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had great fun today. I'm glad.
So did I.
I'm glad we all saw some things that we hadn't seen before. I was happy to introduce Bump in the Night to some of you. You can go see more of it online. That great rockabilly theme song. I've still got it in my head. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you all for your donations. Thank you for being here, Mike. Chris says, yeah, that was good stuff. D-Word says, fun times. Thank you. Thank you for being here, D-Words. Let's see you all here more often, okay? We'll be back here next week. I don't know what we'll show next week. I think, what is next Saturday? Oh, it's 27th is the last Saturday of the month, so I need to come up with a double feature for Saturday evening. I'll have a double feature for Saturday evening, movies, and, of course, we'll have another episode of Bad Saturday Morning next Saturday at 10 a.m. with Mike. And Mike is going to have a couple of movies of his own this week. What are you showing this week, Mike?
Wednesday, I have The Earth Dies Screaming. And on Friday, I have, The Earth Dies Screaming. The Earth dies like a bitch.
Just name your movie.
The Earth Dies Screaming. And on Friday, the South Korean monster movie, Yongari Monster from the Deep.
Yongari, yeah. Bad monster movie.
Very.
Yeah. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you again, Mike. See you all next week. Bye.